what I did? What happened to you all night? How could you go and leave me no clues? I never meant it. Feels like a loop every time.
Hello there, it's Sanu, your IKEA enthusiast back again. Nice to see you all. Today I'm sharing some genius IKEA products that you can't get anywhere else. This time is all about small, clever items that are easy to incorporate into your space. If you're planning a trip to IKEA, definitely stick around until the end. Let's get started. Have you ever had trouble with someone leaving the light on? In our home, it's the desk lamp in my kids' room. We used to forget to turn it off quite often, and it bothered me. This particular light is a spotlight. It's really easy to use. I also love how compact it is. It runs on USB power. So this time I decided to try adding a motion sensor. This one had a pretty bad reputation online, which honestly made me more curious to test it out. If you're pairing it with IKEA smart bulbs, you don't need a hub. But if you want to connect it to a smart plug, a hub is required. You can set everything up in the app, including a timer to keep it on for 30 minutes. That way, it won't shut off too frequently and drive you crazy. As for sensitivity, the placement of the sensor really matters. When it's positioned right, it responds well. But if I put it higher up, it stopped detecting motion as effectively. Still, considering the price, about half of what similar products from other brands cost, I think it's a solid buy. The downside is that the sensor is a bit bulky, likely because it runs on batteries. Still, it turned the light off properly during the night, so I'm happy with it. Now, besides the motion sensor, there's another one I highly recommend, a door and window sensor from IKEA. I installed one in our storage room. It turns on the light only while the door is open. Pairing it with the smart bulb was super easy. It works with IKEA's RODRET system. If you buy the hub, you can even set it up to send you notifications when it opens or have your smart speaker play a sound. It also keeps a full history of usage right in the app. The responsiveness is great, so I highly recommend this for closets or storage areas. Speaking of smart lighting, if you're not too familiar with Wi-Fi setups or just want something simpler, IKEA also offers a remote control solution. This is a remote that pairs with TROD-free bulbs, so you can turn your lights on and off without needing an app. If you choose dimmable bulbs, you can even control brightness with the same remote. What's great is the variety of designs available. There are many different styles, so you can find one that fits your space. The remote itself looks clean and minimal, and the smart plugs are also very affordable. If you're only pairing a remote with a smart plug, you don't need a hub or Wi-Fi. Just pair the remote directly with the plug, and that's it. With a smart plug, even a basic table lamp becomes remote controlled. You can turn it on and off while lying in bed, which is incredibly convenient. If you want to set timers or automate it by time of day, then yes, you'll need the hub. But if all you want is a simple on-off remote setup, you can do it without Wi-Fi or extra devices. And by the way, this table lamp is lovely. It's very reasonably priced and comes in this soft yellow shade, which looks beautiful in person. Let's move on to some kitchen items. First up is this turntable that's super useful inside the fridge. It helps you easily reach items in the back. Right now, mine looks pretty empty, so it might not seem that impressive. But actually, that helps show how it works. Notice the oval motion It shifts slightly forward as it spins. The rotation is really smooth too. Next is a more understated item, but very practical. A pair of silicone pinch mitts. Traditional oven mitts can take up a lot of space, but these are compact and cover just your fingertips, making them super efficient. Another great thing is how easy they are to wash. Since they're made of silicone, you can rinse them off quickly. And yes, they're dishwasher safe too. For the price, it's hard to find silicone mitts this handy. Highly recommended. Now here's something I actually bought based on a viewer's recommendation. A vertical peeler. Most peelers have that classic horizontal blade, but if you're holding a small veggie, your thumb can get dangerously close when pulling toward yourself. This vertical peeler solves that. You hold it kind of like a knife, guiding the blade with your thumb. It makes peeling super easy. Maybe it's because I'm not the most coordinated person, but I find this much faster than using a regular knife. And with the tip of the blade, you can remove potato eyes too. You can pull toward yourself like I just showed, or with something like a carrot, you can glide it away from you, which is incredibly fast and satisfying. I honestly don't think you'll find a vertical peeler this good for such a low price anywhere but IKEA. The container I used for veggie scraps, another IKEA item I love. I use it for both waste and chopped ingredients. Makes it easy to transfer to the trash or a pot. Just tip and go. I also use this container to store oatmeal. It perfectly fits one full bag. The slim shape makes it easy to grip and fits nicely in the fridge. It's dishwasher safe and has held up well over time. Still looks clean and in good shape. Now let's head to the entryway. We removed the doors from our shoe cabinet and installed pleated blinds instead. This pleated blind is such a clever idea. Of course, you can use it for windows, but you can also hang it like this, as a partial cover for open storage. You can cut it easily with scissors to match the exact width and length you need. It's so satisfying to get that perfect fit. The top is held with double-sided tape, but since I was worried about it falling off, I added push pins for extra support. It comes with these little clips, but in my case, I'm not using it for a window. It just stays down all the time, so I simply clipped it in place to keep it from moving. On the bottom, I attached a small magnet so it clicks into place on the steel part of the cabinet. The clip itself, just a magnetic one I got from a 100 yen store. Then I realized, since the clip side is magnetic, the cabinet side doesn't need to be magnetic at all. A simple steel plate would have worked just fine. While we're still near the shoe cabinet, let me show you this long freezer bag from IKEA. They sell a ton of freezer bags, but this tall, narrow one is especially useful. It has handles and it's perfect for storing a compact umbrella. And it's not the kind of bag that feels disposable. It's surprisingly sturdy. You can reuse it for a long time. See how durable it looks? When I'm carrying a wet umbrella and have to hop on a train, I can just slide it into this bag and go. Super practical. And yes, it's a real freezer bag, so of course you can use it for food too. Some people use it for storing pasta or spaghetti in the fridge. The design is also really nice, so I highly recommend it. Now let's look at something a little different. Items that feel like they could only come from IKEA. Check out this sleek, slightly edgy-looking towel bar and bath chair. They're surprisingly stylish. This series is designed to be easy to use for everyone, from seniors to little kids. The towel bar also functions as a grab bar, and there's a step stool with handles as well. I like that it doesn't scream medical equipment. It blends into the space naturally. And the shower chair in particular gets great reviews. Now, let's talk about must-have storage, especially for gaming consoles. If you've ever tried to hide a console, you've probably worried about overheating too. That's why I use this ventilated basket. It's easy for kids to use, and I made a small hole in the back for the cords so we can plug it in while keeping it tidy. Everything works fine. The console powers on and connects to the TV just as it should. If you look closely, you'll see the hole I made in the back corner of the basket. Even though it's mesh, it doesn't make the area look messy. That's the magic of it. And of course, we can't forget the iconic RISATORP basket. It's one of IKEA's most popular items for a reason. Compared to other countries, the price in Japan is especially affordable. So if you're here, definitely grab one from IKEA Japan. I use mine to store bread, but you can also fit 4 rolls of toilet paper inside. It even makes toilet paper storage look nice. We also use it for laundry. My kid tosses in her clean clothes after they're washed. The steel mesh paired with the birch wood handle looks great, and it's surprisingly sturdy. You'll see a lot of copycat baskets out there these days, but IKEA's version is still the most durable, and it comes in a nice range of colors too. Now let's talk about battery storage. Where do you keep your rechargeable batteries? It's always frustrating when you go to use one and realize it wasn't charged. This charger from IKEA works with both AA and AAA batteries. One side even has a built-in storage compartment. Once your batteries are fully charged, it automatically switches to a maintenance mode that keeps them topped up. You do need to leave it plugged in all the time. It does get a bit warm, so I make sure it's in a well-ventilated spot. If you use rechargeable batteries regularly, this is something I highly recommend. This item seriously improves quality of life. You know what it is? This Bluetooth speaker from IKEA. If you get the optional battery, you can use it as a portable speaker, which is so handy. That small screen behind it is actually a TV. It's great for moving around the house, but the built-in speaker isn't very strong, so when I pair it with this Bluetooth speaker, the sound becomes much richer and more powerful. The design is also beautiful. It has a nice bass response, and for the price, I think it was a fantastic buy. This next one is a waterproof speaker. It's tiny, so the sound quality is modest, but it actually echoes nicely in the bathroom. I use it every night, and surprisingly, I almost never have to charge it. I'm not sure how, but the battery life is really impressive. It only has one button, so the controls are super simple. The color selection is also fantastic. Highly recommended. Now, the shelf I keep the speaker on is also worth mentioning. It's designed to sit flush alongside a sofa. The material quality matches the price point, but it's rare to find a shelf you can place right in the middle of your living room like this. I keep things like stationery in it and even a lint roller for easy access. It doubles as a display shelf, so it's a great value. Someone once asked where to put the portable light. I think a side table works well, simple and functional. Now here's a tip. Did you know IKEA has an outlet section called the Circular Hub? In some countries, you can even reserve items online now. While browsing casually the other day, I saw that same Bluetooth speaker I just mentioned listed at 30% off. That's a great deal, right? See if your local IKEA offers online reservations too. From what I've seen, stores in places like Korea and Switzerland offer similar services too. And that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. I'll see you again in the next one very soon.